Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Closets and Cocktails. I'm Sierra, and here with my mom, Jill.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Can't complain.
Okay. Well, that's always a
Great
positive
day.
way to start.
It is. Grateful for the day today.
Another week.
Yep.
Another week down.
Another week down, another great week, another week of learning, another week of beautiful projects completed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and the sunshine is shining.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, how can it be a bad day?
I don't know. We're getting one step closer to summer, so I'm not complaining.
Oh, I know. I want to go on the boat.
I know. It's almost time for your cruise.
I know. A couple more weeks. I'm a little scared. I mean, it's 7 nights.
You'll be fine.
I know.
I'm so jealous. I'm like itching to get on a cruise.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm a cruise person.
Me too. Like, I can't wait. Well, we have that one and then 2 in April. So super exciting about that, you know, so I am looking forward to it. It's been so long since I've been out of the office for 7 nights.
Yeah. And a cruise is kind of hard too, because you're always like doing something and, you know, you try not to be connected.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I get it.
I'll be connected, but you know, because it's 7 nights. 7. Yeah. It's
now the weekend ones you can get away with because it's like a half day Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, basically.
Right. You're in port at 7 a.m. on Monday. So that's fine. Actually, I love them because of that.
That's the best. Yeah. I'm like, no Wi-Fi for me.
No.
I don't need to talk to anyone who's not here.
That's right. Exactly. They know I'm on a cruise.
Yep.
And they've got
out of office. Yeah. For real.
Yeah, exactly.
Because most of the time, even though my email says that, I still answer.
Exactly. But the short weekend ones, you just have to capitalize. I mean, I love it. Utopia of the Seas. There's so much to do. I'm looking forward to our April cruises.
I know. Oh my God. I can't wait. And they're going to be so different, which is like so fun. I think they're the same boat, right?
They're same boat, same ports,
just
2 weeks
apart. Set of people. Yeah. And it's going to be such a different experience.
Yeah. Because which one comes first? The President's Club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that'll be really fun.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited about that. That's actually what I wanted to talk about today is like the culture and positive reinforcement and all the fun things of being the team leader, basically.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it. Who wants to go to work if they're miserable?
No one.
I don't. And if my team is miserable, I don't want to go in because everybody's miserable.
Right. Exactly.
So how do you change that? Because work is work. Everybody. Yeah. Come on.
There's always going to be good and bad days at work.
Always. So how do you make that a positive outlook for everybody?
It's hard, I will say. I think the biggest thing that we've learned is the people.
Yeah. Yes.
The people make the biggest difference because their attitude will affect everyone else. If there is one bad apple, it will tarnish the bunch. You can see it right away.
Yep. And everybody knows, everybody. And the sad thing in our world, I feel like, is that one bad apple, as we call it, because it's easy to think about, is negativity spreads so much quicker than positivity. And I don't know why, but it does.
It's just, I don't know. It's easier to latch on. I think people are just good at complaining.
Yes.
Like it's easy to blame something for why you might not be happy, even if it has nothing to do with, what you're going through.
That's very true. It's hard to separate, right?
Yeah.
A personal thing from work. If you let it bleed over. I've always been of the thinking that when things are going on in my personal life, I'd rather dive into work and I separate them completely, but not everybody can do that.
No.
And I understand that. So,
yeah. It can be hard.
It can be.
But I think it's important to really foster a positive environment. Yeah. And I think we're finally doing a good job at making that a priority on our team.
Yes.
And I know you touched on it a little bit last week of just being upfront about this, in the interview, starting there and saying, the attitude is crucial.
Yeah.
If we start seeing a bad attitude, you're gone. I mean, we can't have that. We just cannot.
We can't. It's not fair to our team members. So, being an owner, you have to really think about, okay, what is the impact on my 35 employees?
Right.
It's not just the one person
them. That's miserable.
Right. Exactly. And, my word for 2026 is clarity, right? Yep. And that we see this very clearly that if you don't have a positive attitude, you're not excited to be here, you're not excited to grow, or whatever the case may be, then that's going to spread to the rest of the team. And that's so unfair because they don't need to hear that. They come to work, they want to hear happy stuff, just a positive affirmation or something positive, a smile. You look great today.
Yeah.
Just something to start your day that makes you feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no reason not to.
No, there's just not.
And I think that's why our team was so excited about the President's Club when we started doing that, because it's a huge motivator.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's exciting. It's something to work towards.
Yeah.
I think every company, if they're able to, should do some sort of President's Club or recognition.
Yeah.
Because it really, you want to show your support and appreciation for your employees.
Well, yeah, you have to.
They work hard all year for you.
Exactly. They're working for you. Yes, ultimately they do get paid. I get that. But you know what? A valuable team member is, worth its
hard to find.
It's hard to find. It really is. And when you find one, you have to treat them right. And you have to come up with ideas. Hence the President's Club, that we thought, gosh, our sales team works hard all year long. And yes, we expect a lot. We expect a lot from a company standpoint, but also we look at it from a standpoint of, well, we're expecting this, but you're going to benefit from it too.
Right. Well, especially in the designer role specifically, because they are commission based.
Correct.
So if they're not doing well, they're also not doing well financially. So it's hurting the company and them personally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the President's Club, it's fun.
It's so fun.
We're doing cruises on Utopia of the Seas. And we just get together and we just have a blast. And we don't talk about work. We don't do work.
No.
We just have a great time.
Yep.
Let loose.
Yeah.
Because if you sell $1 million, you need some let loose time.
Some disconnect.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's super fun. We get to bring your spouse with you. It's like it's kind of a team bonding thing, but also more relaxed because there's outside people there. So it kind of forces you not to talk about work all the time.
Yeah.
Because it is really easy to fall into that.
Sure.
But I think, it's perfect. It's like 3 days. It's not too long, not too short. But yeah.
Well, and we get to know everybody because we're with them every day, but we don't get to know their spouses.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really special because then, you look at them differently.
Well, and I think you get to know people in a work environment.
Correct.
But seeing them like on vacation is even different than a happy hour because you're seeing them like totally letting loose and just like having a great time.
Exactly.
Like full relax mode.
Exactly.
Which is so fun because most people don't, get to see that.
Exactly. And you learn so much about them.
Yeah. Yeah. You spend quality time together.
Yes.
And that, again, fosters that relationship that hopefully makes them feel comfortable and want to stay on for a long time.
Exactly. And retention of employees as a business owner, that is the success of your company, really.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talked about that in the growing of our team members. And if you retain them, they just get better and better at their craft. They just do. And it helps you, but it also helps you build like a lifelong relationship with them. So that's been really rewarding as well.
Yeah. And I think that's unique in a sales organization because a lot of 9-to-5s, like people stay there forever, like government jobs. Oh, I worked here 30 years or, just work from home. Like people will stay there because it's convenient.
Yes.
Right. Like they're used to it. They're used to their daily routine. They don't need change. They're good. But I think in sales, people are more motivated.
Yeah.
And so it's just a different mindset and keeping their attention on one thing in one job is hard.
It is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. How can we, and we do a lot of things, not just the President's Club, because that is hard to obtain. Although, we're growing them and growing them in their craft. And we had 2 last year, 2 this year, and then we'll probably have 3 to 4 next year. So that is part of it. But we also love to do like different things throughout the year too, as a thank you to our team for pushing hard or whatever the case may be. We'll do happy hours. We'll do lunch and learns, things of that nature that, I feel like sometimes, again, you get caught up in the day to day and don't pull yourself out of it and say, you know what, let's make this fun.
Yes.
Where's the fun when we get together?
Yeah. Especially with what we do, because our job is fun. We get to be creative. So I feel like bringing that element into like a personal project is fun for the employees too.
Agreed.
Like, the happy hours are always great. The girls love it.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's so many fun things, like even just doing them once a quarter really bonds the team together and reminds them that we're a team, because it does feel like a solo job most of the time.
It does. And you really have to work through that, it's not any different really than work from home, because you feel like you're on an island a lot of the time. And you're not. And it's helped with our team's communication and the constant team's communication. But there's nothing like face to face. It's just not.
No.
And even like yesterday when we did our meeting, it's our first team meeting of the month. And then we had the doctor come in and talk about how do you manage stress. Anyone who does sales understands they have stress. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And so, also understanding that we have to take care of ourselves through this. That's just another form of caring.
Yes.
And taking care of your team members.
I agree. Yeah, I think it brings that human element like you were talking about. And I do think we see that when we have our 2 meetings a month. Like you definitely can tell the girls are excited to be together.
Yes.
They usually stay after the meeting to like bounce ideas off each other and, just help each other with things. So I do think the more face-to-face time we have with them, the better they do, the more confident they are, and the better the company does as a whole.
Agree. I think that's why I think the showroom is going to be so integral.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I mean, just
I'm
the
so excited for that to
from
be done.
The designers. Like when we're in our meeting, one of them said, I'm going to be there every day.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of, but so is a lot of other ones. And then their relationships will build, and then they'll build that bond. And and that's the important part. And they're going to learn from each other.
Yeah.
And that's important too. We all have to learn. We learn every day.
Yeah. I mean, and I think the girls are getting better too about putting it in the teams, like when they need help, instead of just either one calling you and relying on you, even though you probably won't know.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
The designs.
Yeah.
But I just think it's really good for them to have that outlet where they can be in constant communication, and then they get things done faster because they have the answer.
And they have support. Sometimes we go through tough times, right? If a client wants something specific and the designer just can't get there with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just having that support around you. Hey, just throwing it out to everybody. And ultimately somebody's going to say, oh, I've had that before. This is what I did. Try this.
Yeah. I mean, I've had that before with tough spaces. I'm like, I don't know how to handle this weird corner, or like, what would you do? And then someone says something and you're like, oh my gosh, a light bulb just went off. Like you needed that little push, and now it just changed the name of the game.
Exactly. Exactly. And whenever you help others, it makes you feel good. Right?
Oh, 100%.
It's again, part of that positivity. It's part of everybody wants to feel needed. Yeah. It makes them feel good. And so being able to foster that within our teams is important.
Yeah. And I think it it extends obviously past the sales team.
Yes.
You know, it's crucial for the warehouse and the factory team for them all to work together, because if they're not in communication, things might not get done.
Yep.
They might do something incorrectly. So no one wants to waste time and money. You know? So that's really important. And then same with the install team.
Yes.
You know, if your helper is working on something else and you walk in and that's not the right room or whatever, you know, it's important to be in constant communication.
Exactly. And it's neat because, you know, now we have a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been really neat because, you know, we're bringing people up. That is the process. You come in, you learn Closet Factory's way to install.
Yeah.
Because everybody has different ways. Mm-hmm. And again, they feel supported, right? They know their path. It's very clear. This is the process to get to a lead installer. Lead installers make really good money. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants that role.
Right.
But there's a process to get there, and there's a reason behind the process. So I feel like that's really supported people too, because mm-hmm. they know where they're going and they know what they have to do to get there.
Yeah. I just remember like you always telling us kids are happiest when they have a routine, which means it's clarity and they know what to expect. Yeah. So it's the same thing with employees. Like, the clearer you are, the more they have a routine and know what's coming up, what their day looks like, the happier they are, mm-hmm. the better the culture, the more positive the environment, and so on. So it really affects the entire team.
It does. And it's kind of neat because we've been working on the processes, right? And we're always going to be working on processes, but it takes time. And we talk about that. Like when we're in the weeds, mm-hmm. we don't have time to do that level of processes. So that's been a big focus for 26 is what does the process look like? And it's been really fun, actually, like mm-hmm. looking at these processes and going, wow, there's a breakdown there.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we had so many questions, because we weren't clear mm-hmm. in the beginning. And so it enables you to really go back. And again, it all comes back to the employees are so much happier.
Yes.
Because of the fact that we've given them clear direction and support to get where they're going.
Right. Because then they feel like they've done a good job. Yeah. And everyone wants to feel proud of themselves and that they had a successful day at work. And
absolutely,
you know, and then they take that home and it's a whole thing.
Yes.
So it really does affect everything.
And that's a good point. Like your home life has a lot to do with how you're feeling and mm-hmm. the positivity at work, right?
Yeah, it's a cycle.
It's a cycle. So if you come home and you're complaining about work all day, guess what? When you wake up in the morning, it's going to be that thought, mm-hmm. and then it's going to start the day out bad.
Right.
So and you know, we can't make everything perfect, but we at least try to set some things up to help with that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So very important.
Love it.
So what are we drinking?
Well, I know a few weeks ago we talked about shots, so I'm finally making you do one.
Oh boy.
But this is my favorite one, and it's super easy. It's just a lemon drop shot.
Okay.
So you're going to like it.
You know it.
And I picked out your cup. Well, you can tell I put it in the dishwasher and I was not supposed to do that. But anyway, I collect shot glasses everywhere I go. So I brought you the Madrid one since we're going to be flying into Madrid.
Super excited.
Yes. And I gave myself Nashville since I just went there.
Okay, perfect. All good things, right?
Okay. Well, I'm excited to hear your thoughts.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like it.
Yeah.
Anything
I'm
with
proud
lemon.
of you. I thought you did the whole thing.
I did.
I wasn't sure if you were going to finish it.
I know. Man. Often I don't, but that was yummy. So that's how you can tell if I like something.
Yeah.
Is okay. If I shoot it down, we're good. If not, if I'm sipping it, we have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I do the same thing. So.
That's true. I wonder where you got that from.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Closets and Cocktails. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and tune in to our next one.